Today I've decided to do a little bit of cooking, so we've got some nice ingredients. First of all, I want to say I'm not endorsed to sell any products, I'm not being paid to sell any products, but we've got some awesome ingredients. So we've got some Tesco British 70 milk, very healthy for your bones, very strong, good bit of calcium there. We've got some Tesco Honey Nut Cornflakes. That's just because we shop at Tesco. I am not endorsed to sell anything yet again. We've also got some dry roasted peanuts today. Okay, we've got a nice little apple. Tasty that, very tasty. We've got some tomato puree, and we also have over here, people, a couple of eggs. Absolutely fantastic. Look at them beauties. Absolutely beautiful. Could make a brilliant omelette. We could maybe get some chocolate and make some Rice Krispie cakes or cornflake cakes, chocolate together, put them in the oven for a few minutes and we'd have a nice little tasty snack. We could make a fruit salad get some more ingredients, get some more fruit, get some salad and stuff, mix it all together, make a lovely fruit salad, and that would just nourish our bodies and just make us feel really good about ourselves. We can make pizza with this, some tomato puree, a bit of pizza, and we could make a nice cup of tea. In fact, look at that. Got an absolutely beautiful cup of tea here. That would be absolutely fantastic. But I've made a conscious decision. I've made a decision. And my decision is this. Well, I've not made a decision. I've had the decision made for me. Okay? So I'm not going to use the nice tasty cornflakes today. I won't be using the dry jumbo dry roasted nuts or the apple. I'm not going to be using this today to make anything, and I'm not going to be using the milk. What I am going to be using instead is, let's have a look over here, shall we? See what ingredients we've got over here. Tasty. Look at these. Right, so over here we've got some Tesco Value Everyday Cat Litter. We can make some nice crunchy food with that. We've got some nice weeds, so we can mince them together. Like you make nettle soup, but we can make it with weeds instead. With these like rabbits have. Bit of soil, so that's going to add a bit of add some bacteria to the diet, I'm sure. Might choke on a few of the stones in there. Might make you feel a bit rough, but you know what? Why not? We might as well have that, yeah? We might as well add some soil in there. It's free after all, because it's just out the garden, and we might as well eat some soil. Let's feel a bit rough. We have also got, look at that, some used tea bags. Tasty, look at them. Gorgeous. We could rip them open and maybe mix them in with the cat litter and mix it in with a couple of weeds, and then maybe mix it in. I've got an idea. Mix it in with the soil, make a nice little mixture, bake it in the oven and see what it turns out, see if it turns out anything good, and then we could put the piece de la resistance on top. Use this as a topping, an absolutely delicious piece of dog shit. Can you see that? Look at that gorgeous piece of dried up dog shit there. Absolutely gorgeous that is. And supplied by my dog Max over there, and picked out of the garden earlier the other day. And look at that gorgeous piece of dog shit. So we could also put that, and we could also add that with all the other ingredients to make something that isn't going to taste very good. To make something that isn't really going to make us feel very good about ourselves. So, would you not eat this? I mean, I wouldn't. Would you like a piece of dog shit to go with your soil, to go with your weeds, to go with your dirty tea bags, to go with your Tesco Value Cat Litter? Yeah, again, I'm not endorsing. I've not been paid to endorse these people. I'm not selling. It's just the ingredients I had at the time. Now, I personally don't really want to use these ingredients because, especially that piece of dog shit, I certainly don't want to be eating that. That's no good. It's not going to do you any good. Let's get rid of these weeds as well. So, the question is, if you're not going to use dog shit and you're not going to use the tea bags, and you wouldn't eat all this nasty stuff and you wouldn't accept it into your mouth, well, why wouldn't we eat it? Well, we won't eat the dog shit because it's going to make us poorly. Yeah, it's full of bacteria. It's going to give us the shit. It's going to give us diarrhea. It's going to give us vomiting. It's not going to make us feel very well. And you know what? It could possibly kill you with the amount of bacteria that's in that piece of shit alone. You know, the Tesco's value cat litter is so coarse that it's going to rip your backside open. When you go to the toilet, it's going to really do your intestines not very good. Your stomach is going to suffer. It's probably going to give you a load of blisters on the inside of your body. The weeds, the dog's probably pissed on them, so that's not very good. The soil, God knows what's in there. You have all sorts of worms. George, get it up. You have all sorts of worms and bacteria crawling along the soil, and I'm sure that if we typed into Google, it would come up with loads and loads of different reasons as to why you shouldn't really eat soil, as to why you shouldn't really eat shit, and why you shouldn't really eat cat litter. Okay, so if we wouldn't actively go out and seek and eat this food, but we would actively go out and seek this food, where you can make a lovely omelette, you can make a lovely Rice Krispie cake, or you can make, you know, a nice bit of calcium, make your bones nice and strong. Why do we do it with our minds? Why do we do it with our minds? If we wouldn't eat that, but we would eat that, and we make a decision, let's say my wife came to me and she said, right, I want you to make a cake out of that, and I want you to feed it to your children. She would never do that, but let's say she did do that. Would you think that I'd actually make a cake out of them ingredients and feed it to my children? No, I wouldn't. So, why would we accept? Because these are negative thoughts. Okay? These are somebody telling you you're not good enough and you're worthless and you're not very good. This is somebody saying that you're a piece of shit and that you're not going to get anywhere in life, you're not going to get any of your goals, and you're completely and utterly worthless. And that's basically what somebody's giving you. When somebody is telling you that you're not good enough, when somebody's saying you're not going to get anywhere in life, when somebody's saying you're not going to reach your goals, that's basically what they're doing. They're giving you a piece of shit. They're giving you some dirty tea bags, and they're giving you some weeds and some soil, and they're saying eat that. Okay? But what happens is, okay, we tend to listen to these comments. We tend to listen to this stuff here. We tend to listen to it. How many of you, if somebody came up to you and said, you are worthless, you are nothing, and you are never going to succeed at anything, how many of you would actually listen? How many of you would actually take that on as a learning, take that on as a belief, and then carry it out subconsciously and consciously into your everyday life? Loads of people do it. But if somebody gave you that as food and said, make a cake out of it, eat it, you wouldn't. You'd reject it because you know biologically that biologically is going to affect your body. So why do we do it with our minds? The next time somebody says something nasty to you, think about this video. Think about a piece of shit, tea bags, cat litter. Would you want to accept? Would you accept that? Would you put that stuff in your mouth? Because I know certainly I wouldn't. Not even if someone had a fucking gun to my head. So if you wouldn't put that in your mouth, if you wouldn't eat that, then why do we accept it in our reality? Why do we make it a reality when people say nasty things to us? But if somebody says to you, you know what, you look absolutely beautiful today. You are absolutely stunning, and I think the world of you, and you are good enough. And you know what? On top of that, you are worthy, and you are going to be successful, and you can get whatever goal you want to get. What we normally do is we normally reject this. We normally get rid of that. We don't want it. Someone says you're good enough. You go, no, I'm not. I'm a weed. I'm worthless. Someone says you look absolutely stunning. Well, today I really look like shit. So, start rejecting these things. Start rejecting the negative self-talk. Start rejecting the, someone says to you, you look like a piece of shit. Okay, that's your opinion. Well, don't take it on as a learning, because when you take something on as a learning, and this is where we get to the subconscious and the conscious, you've got two sort of, let's simplify it down, you've got two sort of brain activities, so to speak. You have your conscious, which is up here, and you've got your subconscious, which is down here, okay? And your subconscious is always listening to your internal thoughts, so it's always listening to your conscious thoughts, and it's always listening to the exterior things as well. It's always listening to the things that are around us. Now, if your subconscious says to you, if somebody comes up to you and says to you, you are not good enough, your subconscious is listening, but your conscious is always listening. Now, if someone comes up to you and says to you, you're not good enough, you have two choices. You can either go, okay, your subconscious which is here, your conscious which is here. So somebody says to you, you're not good enough, and bang, there's your conscious. So this is now on this conscious line. Somebody's come up to me and they've said, Joe, you are not good enough, you're worthless, you are hated, and you're not going to do very well for yourself. Okay, that's their opinion. That is on the subconscious line. Somebody says to you, someone else has also come up to me today. They've also said to me, you know what, Joe, I absolutely love you. I think you are adorable. I think you're gorgeous. Okay? Nobody said that, but let's say you do, right? I think you're gorgeous. Okay? I want to get you naked, right? I'm joking, by the way, but let's say somebody come up to me and said that. Okay. Now I can do one of two things. Most people take that on as the conscious. They reject that. They reject that thought process and they take it on as conscious. What is the sense in that? If somebody walked up to you and said, Joe, would you like a drink of milk, or would you like to eat them weeds and that soil? I'd go, I'll have a drink of milk, but I ain't having that. So why, when somebody says to us we're worthless, and somebody says to us we're amazing, do we accept the fact that we're worthless? Gets even more exciting. So, conscious, okay? Somebody says to you, Joe, you're worthless. Okay? I start to take that on as a belief system. I run that in the subconscious. So what happens then? What happens then is this. Okay? Someone else comes along and goes, Joe, you fucking stunning, mate, you are. I'd like to take your pants off. Right, okay, no matter. I reject that. Somebody else comes to me and says, Joe, you are really a complete and utter piece of shit. So I then accept that. Then somebody else comes to me and says, Joe, you are a complete and utter arsehole, and you're not going to be anything. So I then accept that. So that says to me, Joe, you're amazing. Joe, you are awesome. Joe, I would like to be just like you. Joe, what you do is fantastic. You know all these things on the conscious. But we reject them because we have now accepted all these thoughts. We've accepted all these negative thoughts. So your conscious is going, that can't be believed. I can't believe that because I've accepted all these. So what's happening is someone's going, Joe, you're amazing. And my subconscious, which is running in the background, which is listening to what's being said, which is listening to what's going on, is actually saying, no, Joe, you're actually a piece of shit and you're actually worthless. And then the brain is an amazing thing, and it takes you. The thing is with the brain, the subconscious is like a small child. It takes you in the direction where it thinks you want to go. So if you accept this, if somebody says to you, Joe, you're fucking worthless, you put it into your subconscious unintentionally, you accept that as a truth, you accept that as a belief system. If somebody says that to you, you accept that. What happens then? Your subconscious then goes, when somebody comes up and says you're awesome, your subconscious goes, no, you're not. You're an absolute piece of shit. Don't accept what they're saying because it's not reality and it's not truth. Then your subconscious or your brain asks this very, very important question. Why am I useless? And do you know what happens? Your brain goes, you're useless because Jack said so. You're useless and you're unworthy because remember that time when you made a mistake and didn't pass that exam? You're useless and you're unworthy and you don't look very good because remember that time you looked in the mirror and you had that bit of a role that you were concerned about that you can't fully get rid of? And it runs that in the background continuously. So you can't change your thought patterns and you can't change your thought processes because you're believing, you are 100% believing all this stuff. So how do we change? How do we get the subconscious and the conscious to change? Very simple. We need to change the thought process and we need to start eating things that are good for our mind or accepting things that are good for our mind, and we need to start rejecting this stuff. How do we do that? very, very simple. Get the subconscious to change. You have got to consciously change, and you've got to consciously be aware of the thought processes that are going on in the back of your mind. That's very simple to do. What I want you to do is this. I want you to get yourself a pen and a piece of paper, and I want you to start writing down any negative thought that comes to your mind. This is just a very quick exercise. And we're going to think of any thought that comes to our mind. Negative. So, I'm going to have to really think about this, because I don't have negative self-thoughts that come to my mind, because I just don't. But let's think about this. So, number 1. I am useless. I am not worthy. I am not good enough. Okay, so there's 3 things. I'm useless, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough. So they're 3 things. Okay, just very quickly, there are 3 things that have come to my mind. That I've put out there. So, thought process of this. So, this side, okay, I'm useless, I am not worthy, a nice piece of dog shit, and I'm certainly not good enough. So now what we're going to do is, if we're not careful, what happens is, subconscious then goes, okay, your brain then goes, well, why am I not worthy? And then it's going to come up reasons. Reasons are that you're useless is because I dropped a uni module. That could be perfect. I dropped a uni module, one of my uni modules I dropped. So that's one of the reasons I'm useless. If I ask the question why, that's one of the things that bubble up in my conscious. So, I'm not worthy. Okay, I'm useless, I'm not worthy. Why am I not worthy? I'm not at the fitness level that I would wish to be. Okay, so I am not fit enough. Okay? I'm not fit enough. I can't run as quick as Jim. There we go. That's why I'm not worthy. That's just it. Okay? I'm not good enough. Why am I not good enough? I'm not good enough because people have told me so. There we go. That's a good one. So I'm not good enough because people have told me so. There we go. But people have told me so. People have told me in the past that I'm useless, not worthy, not good enough, and that I'm never going to succeed in anything. So, they're the 2 reasons, okay? They're the reasons. Okay, we've asked the questions why. We need to change that thought process now. We need to change that thought process into positive. Okay, so let's combat the reason I am useless. How can we combat I am useless? Well, we can combat I am useless by asking different questions. So, I am useless. Instead of putting that, let's put I am successful. Okay, so let's combat it. I'm useless. Instead of putting out, don't put anything like I am not useless, because it's still in your brain in the direction of why you're useless. It's still using the word useless. So, I am successful. So, Joe, why are you successful? And how can you become more successful? So, you've got the positive why and the negative why. But why are you successful? Well, I'm successful because I run a mental health page. I run my own website. I am proud of the forum that I've set up. I am proud of the fact and I'm successful and I'm successful because I've got my own YouTube channel. I'm successful because I look after people with learning disabilities and special needs. I am successful because I've got lots of friends. Do you see what I mean? Positive and negative wise. Okay? We've got I am not worthy. Okay, so let's combat that. I am worthy. I am good enough. Let's write these down. I am worthy. Well, Joe, why are you worthy? What are you worthy for? Well, I'm worthy enough to drink milk because I need milk to survive, so cut some words of that. I'm worthy enough to eat some breakfast. I'm worthy of that. I am worthy enough to go to work and earn money and get paid. I am worthy enough to be stood here in front of you guys talking to you guys. So they're the reasons why I'm worthy. Make sure that when you're writing these things down, when you combat these things, the positive and the negative why, make sure that the positive why is always more than the negative why. you will be able to think of reasons why you are worthy, and what you want to do is you want to get rid of this. Okay? Get rid of all this. And what you need to do is you need to replace all the negativity with positivity. You want to replace all of the, we've got, get rid of all the negativity, and we are basically crowding it with positivity in the conscious, okay? Which then leaves absolutely no room for negative thoughts, negative self-thoughts, or negative hate, okay? What that will eventually do is when you start believing that you are worthy and good enough, and you start proving to yourself that you are worthy and good enough, which you can do by using the positive and the negative whys, okay? So you prove to yourself that you're worthy, you prove to yourself that you're good enough using the positive and negative whys. What will eventually happen? And it won't happen straight away. You need to be doing this every single day. Every morning when you wake up in the morning, you need to be writing down the 5 reasons why you are good enough, the 5 reasons why you are worthy, the 5 reasons why you are loved, the 5 reasons why you are going to succeed, or the 5 reasons, why you are succeeding. Eventually it'll run it in your subconscious, which it does with me now. Okay? Eventually run it in your subconscious, so all of these good things that nourish your body on a biological level, you're doing exactly the same with your brain. You're filling your brain with food, good food, that is going to make you feel good about yourself, that is going to make you succeed, that is going to make you go forward in the world. You are doing a fantastic job. This is what's going to make you go forward. Okay? So, just to very quickly recap. Your conscious listens to everything. So does your subconscious. Your subconscious decides to take things on as a learning. You need to be conscious of what you're listening to, and you need to be conscious of what you're telling yourself. If you're telling yourself that you hate yourself, if you're telling yourself that you are useless, if you're telling yourself that you're unworthy and not good enough, your subconscious is going to take it on as a learning, and it is going to run it in the background. We need to start changing our thinking strategy, and we need to come up with the reasons why we are successful. We need to come up with the reasons why we are good enough. We need to come up with the reasons why we are loved, why we are successful. And you can do that. But you need to be getting pen to paper and write it down. Get an A4 piece of paper, write down on the side, on the left hand side, the reasons why you feel you are not worthy and not good enough. Okay? And then combat it with the reasons as to why you are worthy, why you are good enough. And you know what? Don't worry about it if straight away you can't think of something. Because it will bubble up in your subconscious. You've got to rechange the direction of your brain. You've got to realign the direction of your brain. It's like a satellite navigation system. If you put into your brain that you want to go and visit Dog Shit Alley, and you want to go and see the person who lives at Weed Lane, and you want to go and see the ogre that lives on Teabag Lake, okay? That's where your brain will take you. Which will leave no time for all this good nutritious stuff. So I hope this video helped you guys. I am going to leave now to make sure that we fill our subconscious so that there is no room for any negativity of any nasty people. Okay, let's get rid of this piece of dog shit. Go in the bin. That's what we do with negative thoughts. We get them and we stick them in the bin, because you know what? They're not good for anybody. Remember, write down in the morning, before you go to work, before you do anything, first thing you should do, get up in the morning, is write down the reasons you are good enough, the reasons you are worthy. Your subconscious will listen to that, will listen to that. Eventually your subconscious will take it on as a learning, as a belief system, will run it in the background, and you will feel absolutely awesome and fantastic about yourself. Okay? But you're only going to do that if you put the work in. You really want to change. If you really want to change, you need to keep working. Keep working on yourself and realise you are worthy, you are good enough, you are loved. There is people that care about you in this world, and make sure you fill your mind with nutritious, good healthy food. Alrighty guys, over and